I've got Colin McLean. He's Chief Executive Officer at SVM Asset Management in Edinburgh. Let's talk to him. Colin, good to have you on the program. Is Bob Diamond going to get away with this pay packet?
I think for last year, I'm afraid it's done, and I don't think the revolt will be enough to stop that. So I think it will change things going forward from now. So apart from an apology today and this concession we've got, I do think shareholders will gain some traction, not just in Bob Diamond's pay, but perhaps the overall distribution of dividends, bonuses, executive pay. I think we're going to get some concessions on that in future.
Now, you're a shareholder in Barclays. You're in Edinburgh, so I assume you're not going to be attending today. However, we want to know what you think. What would your vote be?
I'd be voting in favour with the board. I, like many shareholders, I'm quite happy with how Barclays has been progressing. I found the results yesterday a little bit disappointing, particularly in investment banking, but the company is progressing. Sure, it's not earning the returns it's targeting, but I think it's a better chance with its investment banking of getting there than others. And Bob Diamond has steered the company through away from government handouts directly. So I think shareholders will give him still quite a lot of credit for that, even if they're unhappy
Colin,
with this pay award.
One of the problems at Barclays is its cost, its return on cost. Its cost base is too high. It relies on investment banking. Salaries there are big. Is that an area of concern?
Yes, and I think they need to get costs under control. I think there are some concerns with the company. I think provisioning in Southern Europe and Spain, Italy, I think it needs to increase that or demonstrate clearly that it's making the provisioning that others are. So there are one or two areas of concern, but others have withdrawn from investment banking. I think Barclays is quite well placed, and I think along with the corporate banking picking up, I think it should be able to make those returns over the next couple of years.
All right, you mentioned provisioning in Southern Europe. Why do you expect Barclays isn't writing down the value of those loans more readily?
Well, we have to rely on banks, doing what they see, and if it's not, it may be its particular loan experience is proving a bit better. But we're finding, for say, most of the Spanish banks, we're finding quite, heavy write-downs now in the mortgage and other loan areas, and I think Barclays seems to be lagging that a bit. So my guess is that it won't turn out that it's really written much better business there, that it will have to catch up with provisioning.
So if those are the areas of concern, how about the bright spots? I mean, it's expanding its business, its investment banking business in Asia. It's staying in investment banking, whereas others like RBS are pulling back. Is it poised to gain when the economy starts to improve finally?
I think Barclays is. I think others are, as you say, are pulling back. That leaves more of the field open for Barclays. In that area, it operates much more like the bigger US banks, so probably less like a UK bank, and it has real strengths in some areas and scale. So I think it is right to try to maintain that position in investment banking, and I think it's a better chance than many in Europe of making returns in that area.
All right, Colin McLean, Chief Executive Officer of SVM Asset Management, also an owner of Barclays shares, coming to us from Edinburgh. Thanks very much.